Vasantha. Really excited to have you all with us today and also welcoming you to the launch of Krodi Samvatsara calendar, which is Parvadarshini 2.0. At Culture, we pride ourselves on making culture cool. My name is Charu and he's Neil. As you have seen through our well-known products, Devabhasha, 108% Indian, Temple Trails, and Parvadarshini, of course, all of which you will see on display in some ways here and at the stall down. And at the mini stall, and you will see some of the older products that we have had, which is Parampare and temple trails and things like that. So last year we launched Vikram Samvat Parvadarshini, and today we are launching the 2.0 version of it, and the calendar that visualizes time purely in an Indian manner.
So if I asked you what is the date as per the Indian calendar today, how many of you know it? Yeah. Okay, no, I'm not asking you, it's okay. So here's the thing, right? Most of us don't know or we have lost touch with our way of keeping time. So our ancient way of keeping time was basically looking at the moon, the position of the moon, and imagine that ancient Indians looked up at the sky, realized that A, the moon would move in phases, and B, it moves in the backdrop of a set of stationary nakshatras. That is the basis for our calendar. And our calendar is an incredibly accurate representation of the cosmos. So for the record, today is Krishna Paksha Dwadashi Falguna Masa Shatabishak Nakshatra, correct? Dr. Vishwa has said it is correct. So the thing here is, over the years, our knowledge of the calendar has continued to fade. You can see by my gray hair, I am fairly on the other side of the generational divide. Even my generation doesn't know about it. And for a lot of people, we just follow it by virtue of the Gregorian date. So for example, we say Diwali is this date, rather than saying that Diwali is either falls on an Amavasya or whether it is Dhanat Trayodashi. So we have completely lost the meaning. So as culture, and as Charu mentioned, we prefer to look at this problem and say, what can we do about it? And what we therefore came up with was this redesigned calendar. And we believe that this calendar, if we make a cool product, people will actually look at it, gravitate towards it, and slowly realize the meaning of it rather than saying this is the best way. So our approach is make a better product and let people realize what it is all about.
And today we have some glorious fare lined up for you, and you already know about it. We will have the ever popular Vinay Varanasi regaling us with the story of Kala, Dr. Vishwanath Guha, the Jyotisha Vidwan, and our guiding force behind Parvadarshini 2.0, who's a delight to listen to both because of his wit and his knowledge. And we will have Sri Mata, who's a dear friend and an accomplished musician, who is going to, I'm not going to reveal too much, there's going to be a surprise melody from her. So
So it is a hot Vasanta, but we hope that at some point there will be rain. So one of the things, so here's the thing. When we did this calendar last year, we started in December and we finished just in time for Ugadi. This year we started 3 months before and we still finish at about the same time. So the point I'm trying to share with you all is finally time is the master. Kala decides what happens at what point. So you can start as early as you want, you can start as late as you want. Finally, Kala decides what is supposed to happen. So uh, so here's the thing. One of the I think for each one of you who know Vinay, if a lot of people know Vinay, a lot of people know Dr. Vishwanath, a lot of people know Srimata. We are glad that we are able to bring all these three highly accomplished professionals on one stage, and that is our honor. So on that philosophical note, I invite Dr. Vishwanath Guha to speak to us about Sankalpa and Kala are so beautifully intertwined. So if you can, so while Dr. Vishwa takes the stage, a little bit of introduction about Dr. Vishwanath. I keep calling him Vishwa, please pardon me, because I know him as Vishwa, so it is very difficult for me to refer to him as Dr. Vishwanath Guha. I hope you will pardon me. So, so I'm going to refer to you as Vishwa from here on. So Vishwa is a scholar from Mysore who has studied through the Gurukula systems and come from a lineage of scholars. He's a treasure house of knowledge and his lectures on Upanishads, Nastya Shastras, and Ramayana, pretty much anything, are an absolute delight. I know it because I've attended a couple of his lectures and continue to attend them. He's an adjunct professor at IIT Hyderabad, and he's also part of the creation team of this calendar. What you see as a Parvadarshini, he's one of the driving forces behind it. So when you look at the calendar, you will realize that we have hardly deviated from the traditions. And the reason why we have never deviated from the tradition is thanks to Dr. Vishwanath. Because every time we go and ask him, here is the thing, can we change? Vishal will say, no, 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 but this is the right way to do it. So we said, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. So we have done this a few times before the calendar has taken its final shape. We are absolutely privileged to have him on the team of, of the Parvadarshini and to have him today to talk to us about Sankalpa and time. Over to you.
ॐ यो मा आग्ने भागिनगं सन्तमथा भा